century. Hit boy. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And away we go from Wisconsin. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. New set of downs for him at the 38. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he gets him around 6 there. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They'll stick with Achane. And this one does not go far. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
60 Eagles. Warriors 70.
Third down run from Achane. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Going to the ground again on 1st. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. A.J. Terrell making that stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Let's go. 60 by 6. 19 tight. 19 tight.
2nd and 10 now. Cut out left. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Achane. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Set. Set, go.
Love from the gun. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Love out of the shotgun. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage.
And therein lies the problem when somebody other than a quarterback is dependent to throw it. Their clock, their timing, their understanding of the rush, well, it's not what the guy under center is accustomed to.
Hunter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Falcons will take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's a give up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Penix now. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Charbonnet. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Charbonnet. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Touchdown, Atlanta! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Camarda on to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Reload.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Brought down back at the 27.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They have second down behind the sticks.
Cowboy 80.
Shotgun now for Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
On the ready.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down.
Come 19. Come 19. Come on. Set. Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Draine. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 36. He's got a man left. It's a gain of 22. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. It's caught. This is Gabe Davis. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll come up 1st and 10. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Penix now to throw. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. That's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running it now out of the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stinks. I guarantee you he wants that one back. But all he can do now is push forward. Short memory, best kickers always have, and convert the next time around.
On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half.
Ready.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Check out.
Here's Love. Short pass brought in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. And it's the Packers. With it, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
It's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers tie this game 7-7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. Connects on the crosser. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Penix looking to pass. Complete out to the right side. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, here's Penix. Taking a deep shot here. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Play action. Here's Penix. Flush down now to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. doing it just before halftime. He put everything he had into this one. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A-Chain running to the right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Trying to get it with the option here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 18, Pioneer.
First down throw, here's Love. That's caught, Devon Achane. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First and 10 now from the 30. Takes the handoff, now Love. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
A second down throw here for Love. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's A-Chain running right. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 7 yards on the run. That's going to make this fourth down call a whole lot more interesting.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take the lead right away in half number 2. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Penix to throw. That's completed right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Throwing from the gun here. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. To the air with Penix. On the quick slant, it's Davis. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. And again, it's Penix. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
First down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On first down, this is Charbonnet. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Penix. Hits him on the in route. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Penix on 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Blown back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another.
And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Play fake, it's Love. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10, Love trying again. He lets one fly deep. They connect on the deep shot. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Receiver gets it on the handoff. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Second and 3 now. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to third down and 3. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. All plays on the table here for third and 3. A-Chain again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
They'll come up first and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Love now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here they come. This is third and 5. Love out of the shotgun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
On the return, here's Palmer. And this drive will start inside the 25. the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing Penix. Dumped off to his running back. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 1st down, here's Penix. Caught by his back. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Penix here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Third and just 2 to go. From the shotgun, Penix. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a 1st for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Charbonnet now up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Penix now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now 1 second before they call delay a game, a timeout comes in. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw it. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that brings up fourth and long.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Looking to throw. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The Packers take their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's complete to Musgrave. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now a run here from the gun. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by the Packers, their third and final one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to stop the clock at will. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They give it to him again. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons push their lead to 3. Now Camarda on to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is swatted away, incomplete, but there's a flag down in the secondary, and I think they're going to get somebody here for holding. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Running it after the penalty. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there, 3rd down coming.
Come on, set.
They'll stick with A-Chain. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. They've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10.
Half the 60, half the 60.
Back to throw. This is reeled in by Reed. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. They've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. He's going to keep this one. And he's brought down for a loss.
Yeah, two things come into play when you get to these goal-to-go situations, Kate. I always love mixing cadence. I know it can be dangerous because you can give up 5 yards, but also if you're aggressive with it, man, you can get a free down, but it gets your guys excited to get off the football and get that surge. Well, that group offensively did not get on that one.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Setting up to pass. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Set up. 70 Timberwolves.
Achane. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 1 yard on the pickup. Oh, boy. Now they're facing 4th and goal. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal.
Go.
To throw. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Hold the ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Viking 18.
The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. Finds some breathing room here. He's across the 15. He's out in the clear. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say so long from Green Bay.